I'm not sure where it cut out, but people in the last video kept saying that my mic was muted. I don't know if it's because I answered the phone when somebody was calling me, but pretty sure y'all can hear me now. So yeah, where did I leave off at? I was in the church after I woke my cousin up or whatever. I went to the church and I was talking to God, writing in my journal, and I ended up going to the service. And the first thing as a pastor that I remember him, from my knowledge, what I remember is he was like that he wanted to talk about death and how people be always upset at God when someone dies or is killed, when maybe it was a blessing in disguise or something like that, or it was their time to go. And I'm just like, she was only 16, so how is that her time to go? But yeah, I understand now what the pastor means, is because Nakayla was killed literally for being herself. Like, they were, from what I was told, they said they were all in a room and the boyfriend dad came in the room stumbling, asking for their phones. And Nakayla being Nakayla, she was like she laughed and probably told him no, knowing her, but not like being disrespectful, just trolling. And he didn't like that. Like the boyfriend dad, he didn't like that response, so he shot her in the face. And after that, they said that one of the boys tried like tackled the dad, and everybody else ran out the house to like go get help. And I want to actually say this. I remember one of the guys saying to me when I was like, because I was upset, and I really apologized to Jay. That was his name, Jay, because I was kind of upset because I didn't know what happened. I wasn't upset, but I was just kind of like, I was kind of confused because I'm like, how did she, out of all people, like get shot, and everybody else made it out? And the one thing he said to me, I remember him saying, like, he was like, when he was explaining to me like what happened, and I was like, yeah, like I was explaining to him how I was feeling, and then he later had told me how he felt, and he said, I can't remember if he said, well, just be glad that you didn't have to see her brains and blood splattered, like, or like blood everywhere. And, or I think he said he couldn't get the picture of that out of his head. And even in this moment, it just hit me like I can only imagine like his trauma. But that's what he said to me. And I remember I saw a post, because like my aunt, she did take my phone, but I had like this other old Android phone, and I logged into Facebook because it's just like even after everything, like going down to the police and telling me, it's like I still was in disbelief. So I'm like, okay, like I'm like, I don't know, like, because I'm like, all right, let's see if like if if it's a report about it. And I remember seeing someone from my childhood who I also went to middle school with. They made a post, and I don't know if it was if I was joined in on that to where who they was directing it to, or if she was just saying like the people that was actually in the house when it happened. But she said that she thought it was funny, or she said like she didn't understand, or she thought it was funny that the people that was there didn't show up to the funeral. And like I said, I don't know if it was a shot at me, or it's subliminal towards me, or just the people that was actually in the house. But either way it go, that comment didn't sit well with me, because I didn't have the opportunity to go to Kayla's funeral. My aunt took my phone and put me on punishment, and I wanted to ask her if I could go, but I also thought that she would say no. But the real reason was because I was also nervous about going to Kayla's funeral and having to be around all these people who love and care about her, and their emotions and whatever assumptions that they had in their mind about the situation. I didn't want to go to her funeral and her funeral turned into a boxing match or a brawl. So I chose not to ask my aunt to take me, or even know whether she would allow me to go. When they had her candlelight up the street, I wanted to go. I wanted to sneak out the house and go, but I didn't, because I didn't know. I didn't want to go and upset her family or any of our mutual friends that we had, or her other like close friends. So I chose not to. I just stayed quiet, even though I really wanted to go to her funeral. I just stayed quiet. And even to this day, I wish I would have just still went. But yeah, I wish I would have just said, forget everybody's opinions, and just went and showed my respect to her, because she didn't deserve that. Like, I really don't want to cry on here, because I cry so ugly. My cry is so ugly, and it's not even gonna be a regular cry. It's like just tears falling. This is something I have to release like off camera, because I want to scream, like a scream cry. And the cry where you hold in your chest type of cry. But yeah, I didn't. I wish I would have just went to her funeral. And I always blamed myself for her death. And like I said, I blamed myself for her death because of the comment, everything that I was hearing. But the main comment that did it came from the person I at least expected. Like, I know, like, they always talk junk, and it's all with love. But this person really shocked me the most. Or I wouldn't even say it shocked me. It was just, it shocked me that those words came out of her mouth. So I'm basically, my grandmother, not my blood grandmother, grandma, I don't even want to say her name, cause I don't want people to seem like I'm bashing her, cause I really do forgive her. But she said to me, or no, she didn't say it to me. She was sitting outside on the porch, cause she said she was gonna take Banana and Serena to Rainbow with her to go shopping, and she was gonna buy them things. And she originally didn't want to take me, but who was there that day? I think it was, I forgot who it was a lady. I think it was Jamie's mom or my Aunt Carla's mom. I don't know. I can't remember who was with her. I think it was Jamie's. I don't know. I can't remember. But she ended up, she was the one that was driving, and they were sitting on the porch talking, and I was about to go outside, and I heard them talking about the situation, about my friend. I remember her exact words was, "It's Tora's fault that that girl got killed. If it wasn't for Tora, that girl would still be alive," is what she said. And those words, it's like after that moment, that day, it's like I just no longer looked at them the same way. Like as far as my grandmother or my cousin Ty, like I didn't look at them the same after that. And I literally blamed myself, and I believe that it was my fault for her. Like, I believe that I was the cause of her death, and that if I didn't let her come over or go there, she would still be alive. But it wasn't until like 3 or 4 years later, after after she was killed, where my therapist, and I'm gonna say her name because she is a dang good therapist. Her name is Valerie Wright. She had, when I shared this story with her, because she was really the only person that I ever shared the story to, and I'm glad that I chose to open up to her about it. But she told me, or she asked me when I finished telling her the story, she said, I'm gonna ask you this. She said, I'm gonna ask you something. She said, did you know that that was gonna happen? And I said, no, of course not. And she said, and if you did know that it was gonna happen, would you have prevented it? And I said, of course, I would have told her to stay home, like, and spend Christmas with her mom, or like I just wouldn't have let her come over, or I would have never let her go down that street. I would have just had her pull up and confronted my aunt and said, look, she's here, this is my friend, I want to spend time with my friend, and that's just that. Instead of like being sneaky about it. And she was like, all right. And last question, were you the one that pulled the trigger? The other questions, like when she asked me, I answered it but I still was feeling guilty. But it was this third question that she asked me that really pulled me out of that, basically out of that feeling, or that blaming myself from Nakayla's death. But she asked me, she said, "Did you pull the trigger?" And I said no. And she said, "Then it's not your fault." And it's like in that moment, like I just got quiet and I just thought, it's like she got to me right there with that question. And she was like, if you, she said, and she was like, "Victoria, if you did not pull the trigger and you did not know that that was gonna happen, and if you knew that that was gonna happen, you know that you wouldn't have let her go on over there, then it's not your fault." And she said, "You cannot blame yourself for something that you, one, did not know was gonna happen, and two, for something that you did not do." She said, "You did not pull the trigger. You did." She said, "You're not the one who took her last breath away, so why are you blaming yourself for her death?" And it took me a while. Like, I heard what she said, but it wasn't a little until after, like probably months went by, that it really clicked to me that I wasn't myself, me personally, blaming myself for my friend's death. I was blaming myself for my friend's death because that's what another person programmed in my head, that it was my fault. And ever since that moment, that's what I was telling myself over and over and over, crying and having suicidal thoughts, like thinking that I was the reason for my friend's death. And that's why I don't push my religion on nobody. But my therapist, she's a Christian. She's a Christian woman. And she told me that God doesn't take people that you love. She said God doesn't do those things. God is love. God is a God that wants to see you succeed. He's love. He's gonna be the person that when you fall, he's gonna be pulling you back up. And when you feel weak, he's gonna send something your way to give you some type of strength. He's not gonna do it like himself physically and show his appearance physically, but he'll send this person, he'll have you come across your favorite meal, or find like an old shirt that makes you think about a memory, just to pull you out of like something. Like he only does good things. So anything bad that happens, whether you lose it, like you lose a close friend due to gun violence, especially if it's due to gun violence, that is nothing but the devil. Because the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So that's the devil. God, love, mercy, and grace. When I prayed in the parking lot, and I later went into the church, and the preacher or pastor said what he said, that was God giving me his love, mercy, and grace. And the guy that killed my friend came to kill, steal, and destroy. It's two different people. You had a person who was drunk at the time, and it's crazy because I later found out, and I can't remember who told me this, and it's probably for the best. But they said that he was the guy who killed the guy who killed my friend. They said he was coming there to kill his whole family. I don't know if this is true, but they said his initial plan was to go in the house, kill his son, kill his daughter, kill the mom, and off himself. That's what I was told. And that everything that happened, like Nakayla, like that bullet wasn't even really for her. But you see what it is, we live in a spiritual world, and I'm telling you, for those, y'all can act like it's not, it is. Like, the whole thing that's coming out with Diddy, like, y'all can act like y'all don't see it, but it's right in front of your faces. Y'all keep saying y'all want to know whether God exists, what's the truth. Look in front of you, it's there. It's right in front of our faces. You have people who have demonic spirits inside of them and attached to them. And then you have other people who have this joy, this light, this love. Like, that's just what it is. And that's basically what happened in that moment. Is it was darkness was confronted with light. And because darkness can never really overpower the light, they're gonna take out the light. And that's basically what happened. That was that situation. The devil literally was deep in, like really deep. And I had my thoughts after I went back and processed everything that my god aunt said. It's like I had a question in the back of my mind about something that I'll just have to save for another time. But yeah, I don't know if anybody has ever experienced something like that, or just a time where you lost a close friend and you thought that it was your fault. Just ask yourself those questions that my therapist asked me. Because yeah, I literally blamed myself for a long time, and really almost a couple of times took my life. And a lot of people don't really know about that. Even the ones closest to me. I had a lot of times where I could have done it, but I didn't do it, and it was because I have belief in God. So that's why I feel like people say like religion is pointless. God played a huge part in the reason why I'm still here right now. Because those times where the devil was placing those negative thoughts in my mind, it's like I would always hear a soft but very loud, powerful voice or urge to keep going. I have cut myself, but I would never cut too deep to where it would hit my vein, because I didn't want to off myself after I had a friend who wanted to or thought that they was gonna live up till 70 or 80 years old, and whose life was cut short. So and then on top of that, I just was like, if I off myself, I would have to face God. And then on top of that, I wouldn't even be able to see where it is that He wanted to take me in life. So, yeah, that is it. I definitely shared a lot. More than I thought I would. You guys would have to, I did two parts you could say. I did the first live about my mom, and I guess this live is me shedding light on incredible, goofy, talented, amazing, like, just I'm trying not to use basic words, like extravagant person, extravagant personality, basically an angel. She was definitely an angel. And damn, come on. Come on. Like I don't no longer blame myself, but it's just like it's just crazy, man. Hey, I'm okay, right? I'm okay. She's trying to get up here because she see me crying. Now they both trying to come over here. Alright, come on. Oh, come on. Alright, come on, baby boy. She always sneak and lick me on my mouth. She knows she's not supposed to do that, but she does. Oh! I did not mean to do this. Alright. Well, why did you get down if you wanted to get back up? Yeah, I wasn't gonna put you down. I was just putting Charlie down. There's not enough space. Come on. Oh, get her. Don't try Try again. I'm gonna try to catch you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on. You got it. She was like, girl, I don't know if I'm gonna try it again. Come on, right there. You got it. There you go, mama. Good job. Oh, okay. Dang, I'm about to have so much hair on my body right now. But yeah, if y'all, moral of the story is, if y'all don't know a girl named Kayla Bynes, go Google her and just show some love to her, like to her videos and pictures. Like just share it and just see what type of person she was. I feel like we all need to do that. Like when a person tells you like about a person that passed away, and just like ask them like, do you mind if I like at least like see their page and like their personality? Because we all lose someone who's really close to us, and we wish or we plan to you know, keep their name alive and celebrate their life. So I guess I'm just gonna use my platform to do that, because like I said, I did not get to show my respect and send my condolence at her funeral or her candlelight. I did go to her to where they had her candlelight, like I think a day after, when I came from school or when I was at home. Yeah, when I came from school, and I snuck out the house. I don't know if my God will see me, but yeah, I snuck out the house. And one of my friends had went down to the street with me. I call her Hazel Eyes because she has hazel eyes. She lived like right around the Ozzy was her name. But dang, we used to like be close, and I haven't spoke to her. That's how I need to go to North Carolina. Like, cause I haven't, like I went to North Carolina, but I only went to Charlotte. It's like ever since that, I never wanted to step foot in High Point or Greensboro ever again. And I even said, like I said, I will never step foot. I will never go back, because I was traumatized, and I didn't want to be reminded of it. Like I just didn't, especially in that house. Like, and like that's why I don't know if it was God's doing or what, but I ended up like having to leave my godaunt house because she like just came home from school one day, and she was just like, just pack your stuff, like you're leaving and all that stuff. And I went to go stay with my brother's grandmother, and yeah, I shared the story on one earlier on one of my lives. Like, I'm gonna have to go through it and like all my lives and title them and put like a thumbnail so y'all can know which video is which and what y'all about to watch. But yeah, I talked about like how I was like while I was in my brother's grandmother's house, and how I was very closed off, and how they was like always saying that to me, like, but it was because I was just basically a zombie at that point. Like after losing my friend and then being kicked out of the house Even though it wasn't the best, it was just like, you're supposed to be my guardian and you're gonna kick me out. Um, so like I was just like still trying to process all of that stuff. So I wasn't my bubbly, cheerful, always joking around and bubbly Torah. And my Gma noticed that, and so did my brother. And it's like they wanted to comfort me and get me like some type of help, but I was out of it. Like I was out of it, and it's crazy because like I was just out of it. Like I was really out of it. But I shared like the how my brother felt about like that later, like when we had a conversation. But I'll like sum it up a little bit. He was just basically, we was on the phone one time and he basically had told me like the conversation about like the situation had came up somehow, I don't know. But he was like, yeah, to her, like you was acting like really disrespectful. And mind you, I could barely even remember everything from the time that I was in the house, other than us watching Misfits and the time when we played GTA. Like everything what they were saying, like I was closed off and like having them walk on eggshells. Like my grandmother said that she felt like she was, or my Gma, she felt like she was walking on eggshells. Um, so I, and this not the grandma that said what she said. This is my brother, Gma. This is Gma. We call her Gma. This is my TJ's grandmother. My brother, grandmother. I was staying with her, me and my brother, and he was just saying like, like I was being a little disrespectful, and I was telling him, I was like, TJ, like I honestly don't, like around that time I was out of it, like I don't even remember how I was acting towards y'all because the I, the whole situation with Kayla and Tessa like was just playing in my head. And then I didn't share this, but when the night that they had her candlelight, her mom ended up coming to the house for something. I think she said like she wanted to, Nakayla left something at the house, or like I don't know, but I wasn't there. Like me, I think my aunt had dropped us off, me and my cousins, at my grandma's house, and yeah, like I remember them saying that she had came by, and it's like I wanted to speak to her. Like I was upset that I missed the chance to speak to her and like really apologize for everything that like happened, even though that wasn't gonna make looking and knowing, going through my all the griefs and the people I lost. That apology, I wouldn't say it wouldn't have meant anything, but it's like it probably would have just broke her down even more. And like I said, like it's like I always wanted to reach out to her mom, and I did muster up the strength to reach out to Nakayla's mom through Messenger. Um, I had got her Facebook page from one of our mutual friends, and yeah, shout out to Juliana too, because she checked on me. Like she wasn't she was one of those people who was more so worried, like checking on me and making sure I was okay. Like even though she was confused on the situation, like how it went down, like she still like showed that like she was worried about how I was holding up. Um, but yeah, I finally mustered up the strength to text Nikayla's mom, and we talked. Um, I still never looked her directly in her face, like face to face. Um, I don't know if I ever will get that confidence. Like even though I don't blame myself anymore for Nikayla's death, it's like, and her mom said like told me like that she like she forgives me and that I shouldn't hold that over my head. It's just the simple fact that I don't want to be reminding her of her daughter's death. So I just chose to just not communicate with her, or like as far as like in person. Like I just didn't have the strength for that. So I just decided to just send her a text message. And I was like sending her every now and then like a message to check on her. But after a while I was just like, I feel like I'm causing this woman's heart to ache every time I check on her. Like it's like I'm constantly reminding her in a way. Um, so I eventually, that's why I like the messages when I text her. It's like it's very spaced out. When really I wanted to text her every day. I wanted to hug her every day. But I just felt like I wasn't the one or the person who she wanted to. Basically, I thought I was the last person who she wanted to see. Um, but her mom, I do keep up with her mom. Like like just check like her page to see like how she's doing. And I saw she got married and had a baby girl. So that, you know, that kind of put my heart at ease a little bit. That that her that she was able to deal with her daughter's death. And basically I was just happy to see that she was coping with her daughter's death. Or I don't want to say the wrong thing. That's why, so I'm trying to find the right thing to say. But it was just good to see that her life didn't pause because my life paused. If that makes sense. It's like I was still living, but on the inside I was dead. Like, and I never realized it until recently, where I just been looking at my old videos on Facebook that my mom posted or I posted. And in every video or picture, it's like my smile is just so big and bright. And it's like every picture is me doing something silly. Like you can't catch me just smiling or just with a straight face as you see me take my pictures now. And that's when I realized that I've really changed. Like after, I wouldn't even say Well, yeah, after Nakayla's death, I really went into a nutshell, and I became a person that wasn't me. I created Tori. That's why everybody up here, or some people call me Tori. And I'm just now starting to tell people that my name is Tora. Because growing up, everybody always called me Tora. My name was Latoria, but everybody always called me, like, close friends, family. Everybody got Tora. But when I came up here to Jersey, I was trying to escape from Tora. So I told people to call me Tori because I didn't want to be reminded of my past. Like, I wanted a new start, but you can't run from your past. At some point, you're gonna have to tend to it. Like, if you really wanna heal in a healthy way, like, you can't keep it all bottled up. And it's crazy because I was listening to a song. It's called Cry by Tanisha Kelly or Tanisha Kelly or something like that. It's called Cry. And in one of her in the lyrics she says, she said it's okay to cry, like, you don't hold it in. And it's crazy because I used to listen to those type of songs about not holding stuff in, like, just motivational music, and I did the opposite of each song. I definitely held it all in, and I'm just now letting it out. Like, this happened around the time I was 16. This happened in 2017. I just turned 23 years old. And I'm finally on here sharing with y'all about everything. I don't know, like I said, if this it keeps feeling like some above is crawling on me, but every time I look, it's nothing there. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it keeps going, it keeps switching from this foot to this foot. Like, it feel like it's a bug on me, but it's nothing there. Or like it's a bug crawling under my, like, foot. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I guess, yeah, that's just it for this video. Hopefully that, like I said, help me share my story, help anybody who's blaming themselves for like their friend or a loved one's death when it's really not their fault. It's just either the people around you instilling that in your head, or just in general, the devil, the enemy, or enemy's pets, devil's pets, instilling that in your head. But that's about it for this video. Now thinking, I wonder, cause it's like after that I turned against God in a way. Like, cause like me and God, we always had a good relationship. Like, I was praise dancing, I would write in my journal to Him all the time. Like, but after that, it's like I thought I had a relationship with Him, cause I was going to church or whatever. And I still do, but it's like, put it like this, I wasn't following His commandments, because it's like once I came up here to Jersey, I became like Not even once. I changed before I came up here, and I just took the name Tori and just ran with it. Like I was started smoking, I was drinking, I became sexually active. Like it was a lot. But and I realized it was all due to a coping mechanism. Like I was just trying to cope. I've really been grieving over her death, or grieving Kayla's death for a long time. That's what I'm sorry. That's what I got quiet about. That's what I was thinking about. Like you know how people say like grieving can take a while. Like it can take you a while to come to terms and heal from losing a loved one or a close friend. And now I see that they say you can't put a time on it. Because I thought when my therapist had said what she said, and I stopped blaming myself for Nikita's death, I didn't, even though I forgave myself, I was still kind of grieving because I was in regret that I didn't show like my condolences as much as I wanted to. And it's funny because now I just remember, it just instilled in my head. I had this dream, and this was, I think, the only dream that I had. And you know how people say like your dream can interpret sometimes with how you feel. And I found in this moment right now, I think I understand what that dream meant or what it means. In the dream, I was around people. Like, it was like we was just outside. It was nighttime. I don't know if it was like it's like we was at Kayla's, like a candlelight, like celebrating something for her, or I don't know. But it was just everybody. Juliana was there. Me, our mutual friend, Miasia was there. It was like everybody, all her close friend, like middle school, everybody that we was mutual friends with in middle school was there. Her cousin, like I hope he don't mind me saying his name, Devon. Nevaeh, I don't remember. I think she was in the dream too. It was just all of like our close friends and family. I think her mom was there too. But we was just all like just standing there, just talking. And it was like, I seen Kayla, like she was running towards me angry. Or like she was just like trying to attack me in a way. And I don't know, in that moment when I had the dream, I didn't understand it. Because I thought the dream interpreted that Kayla was mad at me. And that was it. But it's in this moment I realized now, like, I don't even think it was that. It was my thoughts that made that dream. It was me thinking, it was basically the enemy playing on my negative thoughts, that she was upset at me because I was, mind you, like I said, I was already blaming myself for her death. So the devil, he could hear our thoughts just like God. And he took that moment and ran with it. Because that dream also was played a part in me continuing to blame myself after hearing what my god grandmother had said. That dream played a part as well in me blaming myself. And I keep feeling a bug like going between my toes, like I don't know. But yeah, that's just my story, or me and Kayla's story, a little bit, basically. Um, yeah, Kayla, she was a beautiful person, inside and out. Dark brown, dark brown skin, melanin, gorgeous. She, the whole character, for sure. I remember we all got into this program together. It was me, Kayla, my friend Zanaya, and our other friend Beasia, and I think LA was there. And maybe Chantel, but Chantel ended up stopped coming. But it was all of us in the group, and we was at this little church. And it was just so shocking because it's just really funny that we all was there. Like I think our PE teacher, our counselor, had recommended it from like our school. I think I had to do it because I was in trouble. I don't know why they did it. I think we was all either referred to it or we had to do it. I can't really remember. But I just remember us like having the best times. I remember our school dances, like I remember our times that we had in the classroom, like time like you really just gotta cherish everyone around you, because you really never know when, if and when the devil will come in and try to take them away from you. Because Kayla, like, she was like my twin. Like, that was like my energy buddy. Like, we matched energies. Like, it within even that whole group. But it was just like, I would say me and Kayla in the night, it was like the most goofiest. And it's like we matched each other's energy. Like, she was really my soul sister. But and yeah, her favorite color was purple. So at the end of this live and the comments, I'm gonna hopefully it'll allow me to change the settings. When this video posts, just not even actually, no, screw that. You could put, well, yeah, y'all could put purple hearts under here and like just a goofy emoji, like a goofy random emoji, anything, as long as it's not disrespectful. Just a purple heart and a goofy emoji, like just anything, because that was just her. Like, she was just so goofy, creative, loving, had a big heart, a very big heart, and obviously she was very outspoken, very blunt. Um, but she was still a respectable person, like seriously. And that's why I want y'all to go to her page. Her name is Nakayla, Nakayla, and it's Bynes, Bynes, on Facebook. Or you can just Google it, and it will take you to her Facebook. Like, just go on her timeline and put purple hearts, like a bunch of purple hearts on her Facebook page, and a goofy emoji or just anything. Just send your love and just acknowledge her life. Like, that's just it. And once this live post, if you guys want to drop a person who you lost, or like a loved one or a close friend, you want to drop their name down in the comments, and if nobody else do it, I will go and I will look on their page and I will share their videos, or acknowledge the life that they lived, just to show my condolence and to keep that person's name alive as time goes by and the generations come to come. And yeah, with that being said, I thank you all for watching. I know some people was joining in, but yeah, y'all could go back and watch. It's 2 parts. There was the first one, and then it's this one. So the first one is really me talking about honoring my mom and our relationship, and how I allowed people to get in my head about how my mom felt towards me. And this live is about my friend, me shedding light on her life, and also sharing my story to is how I was blaming myself for my friend's death, just in case anybody out there, like I said, is blaming themselves or blaming themselves for a friend or a close loved one death when it's really not your fault. But with that being said, I really thank you guys for tuning in. Seriously, I disabled the comments because this is a very sensitive topic for me. So I wanted you guys to focus also mainly on what I was saying and who I'm talking about. I don't want the comments to be right there and all that. And then I gotta like look, cause knowing me, I'll probably look and see something and like try to address it. So I wanted to just really focus on telling the story and just telling y'all about Nakayla. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, this live video. I'm probably gonna have to take these dogs out. I cannot eat this food, so I'm gonna have to warm it back up again. No, screw that. I'm about to pop this baby in the microwave. I done put this thing on a pot twice. Added water, seasoning, heat. And it still have not gotten to this area right here. So, like, look at this. Chips, everything, still full. Didn't take not one sip. I took like 1 or 2 bites in the beginning of the last line, and then I just immediately just started talking. So yeah, I'll probably go downstairs and use old man microwave 2.5. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this, and I keep 7:15. Oh no, I keep 7:19. Alright, but yeah, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. I guess Harley wanna say bye to y'all, cause she cute. Come on, girl. Come on. Jump. Come on, you got it. Come on. There you go. Just climb up like a tree. There you go, mamas. You wanna see it? You wanna say bye? Or you wanna say see you later? Cause we'll say see you later. See you later. Alligator. In a while. Crocodile. Word. I always be saying that. So I think I'm gonna trademark that, y'all. So anytime I say see you later, alligator, like I do that, like the beat and all, y'all just gotta say in the comments. In a while, crocodile. But since y'all gotta type it, y'all gotta put in a while, stomp stomp, crocodile, stomp stomp. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. It feels good to finally. Okay, she don't want to get down. I'm trying to put her down. She's fighting for her life to stay up here. So, okay, we'll just push that to the back. What was I about to say? Yeah, I guess that's it for this live. Y'all be safe and yeah, check out my other videos. Again, my friend name that passed away, who I want y'all to go show love to and bring some light to her life, to the life that she lived. Her name is N'Akayla, and it's based last name Bynes, Bynes. And I was telling people to just go there, check out her video. You don't be fake about it though. Like, just post a purple heart on her page or under her videos and post like her picture. I'm telling y'all, when y'all go to her page, y'all gonna see like this girl. As soon as you see her profile picture, like you're gonna see like she was literally what you call the light in a room. Like what do they say, like this, like when a person's smile can like bright up a whole room, like that's literally her. Like her aura was just obviously just taking up that whole room, and that is why he targeted her. But yeah, she's at peace now, and I know I will definitely see her again. So, and so will her family and friends. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I feel like I said that like 10 times. So, but I feel like I said, you ever do that, you just keep saying it over and over and over. That just lets you know I talk a lot. I'm from down south. We talk. But I don't know. It definitely feels good to actually finally talk about it and just let it out. I never thought it would be like this. Like the way I thought I was gonna be talking about it was probably like in a group, like with just like 5 or 6 people, like at a meeting or something, and we just share our like. Actually, I thought I was gonna share it at my trauma. Like I started out going to this trauma meeting with my pastor. Well, she's not my pastor, but we call Pastor Jeannie. But I haven't been able to go because like I have my classes or whatever. And I thought I was like, when everybody else was sharing like their stories and all that, I'm just like, oh goodness. I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have this. So this is the moment where I'm gonna have to muster up all that strength and open up. I'm like, all right, cause somebody told me like, it was like, you're gonna be telling your story real soon. Or like in 2024, you're gonna be telling your story. And I thought it was gonna be at that table, but it's here. That's why they say it's really strange. Like God is very interesting. But yeah. I thought I was gonna be only telling my story to like 6, 7, 8 people. And he was like, no, I need you to tell it to the world. Especially if you want to acknowledge, or not acknowledge, but reach out to those people who are going or probably been through the same thing that you went through. You're gonna need to put it on your platform. And if you want to shed light to Nakayla's life, you're gonna have to tell your story on your platform. It's in this moment I'm realizing that. Which I'm okay with it. Because she definitely deserved that light and that recognition. I just hate that, or well, actually, no, we're not gonna do that. The timing is right. The timing is right, because I'm not even gonna go backpedaling on. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling for real this time, y'all. And I'm gonna end this live so I can eat and take the dogs out. I know I should eat first and then take the dogs out, but knowing me, I'm gonna take the dogs out and then eat, because I'm a mom now, so the kids come first. Like, seriously. I ran into my friend earlier randomly. I didn't even know she was out there in the neighborhood, because she dorms, and I'm like, is that my friend girl? Like, from the back, she got like dreads and so I'm like, doing it. I'm like, what you doing over here? But she didn't hear me, so I just went up to her and I was just like, from behind. And her girlfriend just started laughing. She was like, I didn't know who he was, but she was like, if you thrust her, she was like, obviously, because she was like, I didn't see your face, so I didn't know who you was when you had asked, like, what were you doing over here, or and all that. But she was like, when I saw you thrust her, I'm like, okay, that gotta obviously be somebody she know, we both know. And I was like, yeah, it's just me. But yeah, we out of here. Y'all be safe. See you later, alligator. I know y'all can't see it right now, but because the comments is off. But I would just hope that y'all said, in a while, crack it out. Just try it. Like, it like just, in a while, crack it out. To see how you feel. See if it brings a little smile to your face. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all.